You guys, this is James Adore reporting downtown in Miami, fucking Florida, bitch. Get into the construction girl because she's coming through down here, guys. This is the Bright Line station. I don't really like it because it's associated with Rick Scott, so fuck him. Um, so I really wanted to talk about, as the title can say, my racist experience being in America, um, being in Miami today. I, I mean, I definitely probably experienced racism, but I always say this. I've experienced a lot more homophobia than I've experienced racism. But today, I experienced something that was indirectly because it still wasn't about me, but it still was about me because of right. So I was on the Metro Mover coming because I'm on my way to work, and I was on the Metro Mover, and then while on the Metro Mover, I hear the guy say, "There's a guy listening to rap music." And I'm listening to my Ariana Grande bitch because I've been in my bag. So I'm kind of like, she got a song called uh, Breathe In and Breathe In. And so I really like that song and a couple of other songs, Borderline with Missy Elliott. So I was just listening to that kind of music to like really get my energy together. And it really was working until I fucking ran into this racist. And so I'm really trying to get a good angle. I don't think this is a good angle. But forgive me, please, because I'm still working shit out. But I definitely want to get the city a little bit so you can guys something. I can't give you guys too much. I'm not giving you guys great views, but however. Um, so all of a sudden, while I'm on the Metro Mover, I just hear this loud combustion of like noise, right? And this guy, he's like, oh, because they have to listen to music that's so like, stupid. Like he was just like really talking down towards like rap music. And so I felt like, oh wow, like he was really being rude. And so I'm looking at the guy he's talking about because the guy who listened to rap music was a lot closer to him. And so I look at the guy and the guy look at me. And then I'm like, and then I look at the other guy who's talking to shit. And then I look at the other guy, and then all of a sudden, like he started like cursing him out. And then let me tell you what the motherfucking white guy gonna use. Cause the guy he's black, so he called him a fuck nigga. He was like, "Fuck nigga, man, stop trying me." Da 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 da. And so, but him being white, and then my thing is like, how can so the guy goes, "Oh, so you're a racist? You use the N word? You're a racist?" And I'm like, "Bitch, you're not even black." Like, like the N word is to the N word is to offend black people. White people, if we call you a nigga, we still not offending y'all because y'all not black. Like, it's just, and that just goes to show how, especially like kids, like people around my age and younger, use it more so as an insult than as the racialness that comes behind it. Because he even like, I mean, the guy was kind of slow. I mean, personally, I wouldn't call him a nigga because I mean, it does defeat the purpose because you're talking to a person who's having this kind of like, who would probably by himself would have called him a nigga. You know what I mean? So I just didn't think that was smart. But however, um, so when I jumped in, I did verbally because the bitch wasn't about to throw no hands. Bitch, I don't know you that would be throwing hands for you. But I will say this: that when he tried to make the guy, and this is what white people do when they in that kind of situation, they throw the stone, and bitch, when you catch the stone, instead of having it hit the glass house, they try to make it seem like you the person who was about to throw the stone at them. So I said to say this, he was trying to make it. He was trying to like, even though the guy was like very loud, I don't think you would have thought like, especially if you was like kind of paying attention to your own thing. Like you probably would have just heard the noise but not really understood what he was like because you was doing your own thing. So the guy, he was trying to make it seem like the black guy was the aggressor, like they do. I literally saw this with my own eyes. Like he made it seem like the black guy was the aggressor. And like And then he was like now you're trying to use racial slurs now, sir. Now you're loud. Why are you like you know what I mean? Trying to make it seem like you wasn't um talking to two other white people about this man's music and what he was saying, what he was listening to. You know what I'm saying? So you like you you didn't think anybody was gonna clock your ass, pretty much. And me and him clocked the shit out of him, bitch. Because when he tried to make him seem like he was the bad guy, I was like, no, sir, because you over here sitting talking about this man music X, Y, and Z, Z, Y, and X. And you make, like, so what? He listening to fucking music. Like, he's not bothering anybody. He's just vibing out. Obviously, he don't have his fucking headphones. But that, at the same point, y'all not gonna be on this bitch for 8 hours. You get what I'm saying? I hate people that do that. Like when you in the elevator and you listen to music. Yeah, granted, you probably don't want to hear what I want to hear, but you're not gonna be in this bitch for that much longer. We was on one of those. We was on one of those. They'll just stop every 15 seconds, depending on where you're going and how long you're gonna be on that bitch. It's only gonna be for like a good 15 seconds, 15 to 20 seconds, depending on how far you're trying to go. We were going to the busiest we was going to the government center. That's like the mecca where all the trains kind of meet up at, even the big trains. You see what I'm saying? So eventually, either he was gonna get off or you was gonna get off there. We so it was just one of those things where it was just like it was just one of those things where it was just like they just made it uncomfortable for no fucking reason. And I didn't like that shit. I didn't like that he tried to make this boy seem like he was the. Now the negatives about it is that the guy he was offended, right? And so he called him a faggot, and I was like, oh bitch, hold up, you know what I mean? But I also believe I also come from the thought of I'm not for this. Like when you angry, I can't tell you how mad to get. And I know that like I'm like obviously when he was calling him like a nigger to a white guy, it obviously I was like, okay, so he already like, he's already handling this kind of like immaturely. So for him to call him a gay guy or call him a faggot, it was like that's just his vocabulary. Now was I too happy to hear about it? No, I don't think that he meant this. I think he meant to say it to hurt him. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to like oh sorry. I'm not trying to take up his words because what he said was offensive. Like I just feel like you shouldn't say you shouldn't call it like using other words to describe somebody or make them feel bad is not going to it's not the point. You know what I mean? So I did feel that way, but I also feel like he was mad at this fucking man, and this is the word that he chose to make him feel bad. You know what I mean? Nigger is also a word that makes people feel bad when they hear it. So you know what I mean? I just didn't think any much of it because I get where he was coming from in a sense. I really, really fucking do. Um. Also, he didn't really like. It's weird because before he argued with him, me and him was like having eye contact, like what the fuck, and and we was like, that's what made me. Ooh, I almost lost my life just now, bitch. And that just made me feel some kind of way. And so I figured this shit is really exhausting, bitch. Oh, it's so much better. Um, I don't know what I just did, but I think this is how you're supposed to carry it. But anyway, so it was just like, you know what I mean? It just made me feel some kind of way, like when he didn't be like, you know what? Like, 'cause he really wasn't that engaging, but I feel like he was angry, so maybe he just needs to calm down. Um, but yeah, racist people out here mad because we listen to rap music. Okay, you could have at least told him. You could have at least told him, "Can you turn your volume down, sir?" You didn't even do that. You just berated this man. Like, I feel like I used that word right. I'm confident. But it was just one of those things where it was just like, oh, bitch, the back under my eyes are looking horrible, bitch. But I'm a little high, so. But yeah, just trying to get everything together, man. Just trying to get this world together. I told other white people on the train too, but indirectly, bitch, this racist shit is over, bitch. So there was another racist on that motherfucking Metro mover, bitch. They know it's rap. Y'all hoes about to die off. Period. And the children that y'all raising like that, they gonna feel that. But I really feel like the children that they're raising, unless they really got them like as KKK members, bitch, I think young white kids are gonna realize like they're not gonna. I just don't feel like they're gonna be as hateful as their parents are. Maybe I'm just optimistic. I don't know, bitch. But I'm about to go because this shit is at 11:11. So just let me go. It's so long.